Ashley with Amare. Hi. So today we are going to talk about something. You guys always ask me this, and I need to just talk about it. So I'm going to go on a little riff here and talk about it. This isn't a planned video. The topic for this video is going to be, why do we swell so much after surgery? Like, what is it? Like, why is it so bad after surgery? And why does it stay? Like, what causes swelling to be so bad after surgery, right? Why can't we seem to get rid of this swelling after surgery? What is the issue? So let's take this. You stub your toe or you bang your knee and you got it a little bit swollen, right? And after like a few days, it goes down on its own and it's fine, right? That's a tiny area. Like a little tiny area. There is something called localized trauma. So let's say you stub your toe. Your trauma that you stubbed your toe is localized to that one area. When you get surgery, it's localized trauma. What is non-localized trauma? Being attacked by a bear. This is my favorite analogy to use. Okay, so localized trauma is trauma to an area. Non-localized trauma or regular trauma is trauma where you are attacked by a bear and you get mauled open, right? Or let's say your arm, because it's easier for you to see, and you got a big hole, like a gaping hole, right? So let's say you don't go to the hospital. Or you go to the hospital later and your body is like, oh, we got to patch up this hole real quick. So it sends blood, it sends swelling, it sends lymphatic fluid, which is swelling to the area to patch up that hole. So it brings nutrients, it brings proteins, elastin, collagen, fibroblasts, fibrogens, peptides, all the things that you need to make new tissue in that area. And then your body's like, oh man, this is a real big hole. So it makes it really, really like scar tissue and really thick. Now, if you were to go to the hospital and get medical treatment for it, you would stitch that thing up, they'd clean the wound, they'd give you antibiotics, they'd give you something to take down the swelling. And then it would heal, as just a scar, right? Like a regular little scar. It may be thick, but it's not as thick when it's treated properly. So that's regular trauma. Your body swells after regular trauma all the time, normally. We don't notice how the swelling happens because we're just like, oh, the swelling will just go down, right? It just always does. The reason we're not walking around in the world 24/7 with all of our regular like bumps and scrapes and trauma on our body is because our lymphatic system treats that, takes care of it, and you pee out the swelling and you don't even notice it. Swelling gets reabsorbed into your body and you pee it out. After surgery, you notice it because it's so much and you're so conscious of it, right? And then they say, oh, it'll take 6 months to a year to go down, or sometimes they say 3 months or less, or sometimes it just doesn't go down. So how it works. When you move normally, when you stretch your skin, when you move your body, your lymphatic system, these little vessels pump under your skin, swallow the swelling back into your body, put it back into your bloodstream, you pee it out. That's the abridged version. I have lots and lots and lots of videos on the actual science of it. You can watch them on the YouTubes. But, so your body does that thing where it just absorbs the swelling and you pee it out, right? Same thing if you had that big, bear claw thing on your arm, your body would just swallow all that swelling, you'd pee it out, it'd be fine, it'd go down. They give you some anti-inflammatory meds, right? That would help that go down. After surgery, it's not the same thing, but your body doesn't know that. Your body doesn't know that you had surgery. Your body doesn't know it wasn't attacked by a bear. So it's going to go through the same process of trying to heal itself. Here's the problem. We don't want it to heal really thick. We don't want it to heal like really thick and scar tissue-y and like hard and protective and all the things that your body's normal mechanisms are trained to do. We don't want that. What we want is it to heal flat and smooth and look normal, like normal tissue. But your body thinks it was attacked by a bear. So it's going to try and make scar tissue. It's going to try and heal the wound. Now, that one hole you have from being attacked by a bear on your arm, if you're getting lipo, the whole area you had lipo is now a hole under your skin. The difference is we don't see it. When you have a hole on top of your skin, you see it. You see a scab, you see the hole, right? It fills with blood and then it makes a scab and you see it. Kind of like your incision holes. But every area that you had surgery is going to be an internal hole. So there's something called your interstitial space. It's the space between your skin and your tissue, right? And that's where your lymphatic vessels lie. Why? Because when you do get attacked by a bear, and this is how your body's designed, when you do have a cut or you do get attacked by a bear, because I just like, the analogy, your body's lymphatic vessels are right there and send swelling to the area as a protective mechanism. So after surgery, everywhere you had lipo or surgery, your body is sending swelling to the area as a protective mechanism. That swelling is going to bring nutrients to the area. It is lymphatic fluid. It will bring nutrients and the building blocks for tissue to the area to help it heal. How it heals is the issue. If you have a garment that's too tight, if you have a garment that's too loose, if you're doing aggressive things on your body like using rollers or digging deep and pushing and causing more trauma into that already broken tissue space, your body's going to be like, oh man, more trauma? Okay, cool, more swelling. We're going to heal this even harder now. We're going to go into overdrive and we're going to send more swelling to the area and we're going to try to heal this even more. So things that we need to be careful of, right? This is how your body normally is trying to heal. Like, I get that you guys are having surgery and you know consciously like, oh, okay, this is going to be good. We're going to heal. Your body doesn't know that. Your body's just trying to do what it normally does. So it swells and it's kind of painful. The same way, probably not as traumatic, as if you got attacked by a bear and had a giant hole in your arm. But your body is doing what it normally does. This is a normal process. Swelling after surgery is a normal process your body does. What's not normal is when we start trying to do too much and get in the way of the body's healing. We need to aid the way the body is trying to heal, not force it into healing a way that we want it to heal. We need to work with it and get it to work properly so that it heals soft and normal and not super hard and doesn't take forever. So, that being said, your lymphatic system is the key to that. The lymph vessels lie right underneath your skin. They're a hair thick. I have tons of videos on the science. If you don't know anything about the lymphatic system, we're going to fast forward through that. So, your lymphatic system is right underneath your skin. It's also in your tissues. It goes all the way through your organs, down to your bones. It's everywhere, right? So, any place in your body that gets damaged, your lymphatic system can send that swelling in. It can contain the area. It can contain the trauma, it can send all the nutrients to that area, and it can make it all nice and new and pretty, or nice and thick if it feels that it needs to be thick. We want to aid the body in not making it thick. So that whole area, that interstitial space, that swelling is filling, right? The space in between your tissue and your skin, where that swelling is filling, right? Which is why you see yourself swell, because it's right underneath the skin where the lymph vessels are and where it's trying to heal. That area is what we're trying to work with. That is our zone of genius. So, two things. Compression garments are meant to hold that interstitial space closed so it doesn't blow up. So if you're in a garment that's too loose or doesn't fit you right, that's going to happen. You're going to have swelling in that area and it's going to be persistent. So we want to make sure our garment closes that space. It is a comfortable, snug fitting garment and doesn't do the opposite and create more trauma by being too tight. If your garment is too tight and every time you move it's cutting into you, it's going to create more trauma and your body's going to be like, oh no, another bear attack, and send more swelling to that area and send more hard making tissue things to that area to make it thicker and protect you. It's trying to protect you from the board, from the garment that's too tight, from the massages that are too aggressive, because you already have broken tissue and that broken tissue is trying to heal. So if you're using things that are really aggressive after surgery, even yourself, if you're doing self-massage and it's really aggressive after surgery, you're signaling your body that you're being attacked by a bear again, that there's more trauma to something it's already trying to protect. It's going to get real fierce and it's going to start swelling and it's going to get hard and it's going to start protecting itself and then it's going to hurt and become numb and do all the things that we have after surgery that everybody starts having and is worried about. So again, garments that fit properly. I have lots of videos on how that works, and we're going to skip that whole part. But garments that fit properly is one of the things that is going to make sure and signal your body to be like, hey, we don't want this tissue to be remade in this space that we just took it out of. Where we removed all that fat, we don't want this filled with swelling. It's okay. We weren't attacked by a bear. We can just keep that space closed and heal this new level of tissue back here. This is what we need to heal. Don't fill this space up again. We don't want it filled. The second thing, to get rid of your swelling so it doesn't stay in there, because swelling has the nutrients and all the things that are going to make new tissue, right? As does blood and all of those things. So swelling is going to try to help make new tissue and repair the area. The reason you need to get manual lymphatic drainage massage is to get that swelling into your body so you can pee it out like your body normally does, so that it doesn't sit in there and it doesn't make new tissue. Because after surgery, right? So your body normally, lymphatic system functions when you move and pump your muscles and pump your skin and stretch your skin. All those little vessels pump, they swallow the fluid back and you pee it out. That's swelling back and you pee it out, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing that. But here's the problem. After surgery, you are not moving because you are in pain and you're supposed to be taking it easy and your tissue hurts and it's one big open wound hole under your skin. So you're trying to be gentle, right? But we're not getting any lymphatic movement. And that's why, lymphatic meaning swelling movement, right? And that's why we want to make sure that you're doing your manual lymphatic drainage massages where you have a therapist who knows the lymphatic system and is actually moving your skin over everything else that's under there, because everything else that's under there is traumatized tissue from the bear attack or the lipo, right? So if we go deeper and we press really hard and we're reigniting that tissue that is already hurt and broken, your body's going to be like, oh no, we're being attacked, send more swelling out. You're going to do the exact opposite of what you're trying to do, which is get the swelling to go back into the body so your skin and your tissue can heal. Right? So we want to make sure that those MLD massages are actually moving the skin. First of all, so that we're not doing any more damage, but second of all, so those vessels that are under the skin can be stretched open to swallow the swelling back into your body and you can pee it out. So, manual lymphatic drainage massage, getting that swelling out of the whole area, as well as your body as a whole, opening and dilating and making sure that we're activating your entire lymph system to suck all the swelling back. Because that swelling is there for two reasons. One, to make new tissue, but two, the second most important reason, to take away all of the broken things from surgery. So all of the broken tissue, any little broken cells, any little things that are still in there that your body has, used to try and heal you, the lymphatic system is going to be detoxing you and cleaning up all of that. So let's put this into a nice little picture, okay? Picture you're building a house. You have a giant lot of land, right? We've just demoed the old house. So we have all the debris from the old house. And then we've got these little construction workers, your lymphatic system, these little construction workers with all their building materials, right? And they're coming into the area, flowing and moving to the work site. They're doing two things. One, they're cleaning up the demoed house and building the new house with all their little construction pieces, all of the nutrients, all of the collagen, elastin, all of that stuff that's building new tissue, right? Proteins, all that stuff. So they're going in and they're trying to build and remodel. Remodeling, if you haven't seen my Instagram post, remodeling is an actual phase of tissue healing, which is why I love this analogy. They're going in there to remodel and rebuild this house, right? So they're using all their tools, using all the nutrients, doing everything to remodel the house, okay? They also create a containment bubble, your swelling, for that piece of land, right? To make sure that everything there is what's being healed. So they go in, they build the new house. Now, they're all just sitting there. So this is your swelling, right? It's all just sitting there. So it's got the new house, the new tissue, right? So let's say you're 6 months post-op, right? This is where we're at in this analogy. 6 months post-op. New tissue's built, okay? New house is built. But you still have swelling. You still have the construction workers stuck in there because none of the pumping motion of moving your body, exercising, none of that was able to be done because you were healing. They're all in there with the demoed old house debris from surgery, with all the materials that they've used to build the house and themselves. And they're all just sitting there. And if we're not doing a pumping motion to the skin, moving, getting activity, supporting your body's natural lymphatic system, that's all just going to sit there. Which is why some people say their swelling lasts for 6 months, for a year out after surgery, and they still have swelling. Because you never did the cleanup of the thing. Now, back to my original analogy. When you stub your toe, it's your toe. You're moving all the time. You're getting up, you're walking, you're wiggling it around, you're doing all the things. You're moving your body. So all of that is naturally going to be pumped, right? Your skin is moving, it's naturally going to be pumped. All that swelling is naturally going to be taken away. After surgery, you're not doing that. You're not doing any of the movement regularly to move your lymphatic system. So that containment bubble of your swollen toe would stay swollen. If you stub your toe, or let's say you have foot surgery, right? you're just laid up. You cannot walk. You cannot move. You're not doing anything. That swelling is going to stay there a lot longer because the thing that makes the construction workers go away with all the stuff and clean up the site and take down the swelling is not happening. So getting your MLD massages not only helps to take down the pressure from your tissue and keep the flow so those construction workers can do what they need to do, but it also cleans up the swelling and cleans up the body after surgery. Now, this is why I say it all the time, guys. Good thing, your swelling's not going anywhere. Bad thing, your swelling is not going anywhere. You gotta do lymphatic massage after surgery because, again, it's localized. So we have to work in that area to move and guide those construction workers to the lymph area for them to get out of the body. So to the lymph nodes or to the drains. Again, I have tons of videos on that if you don't know how that works. But even if you're 6 months post-op and you're still having all this swelling, you never did the cleanup part of your recovery. So again, recovery is healing, but there's also the actual cleanup part of all of it that needs to happen. So to wrap this up, why do we swell so bad after surgery? Because it's normal. Because your body's supposed to, because your body doesn't know it wasn't attacked by a bear. You know you had surgery. Your surgeon knows that you had surgery. Your body has no idea. It's just trying to do its job and protect you. It thinks a bear came and ripped up your whole area that you had lipo 360 internally, and it's like, bro, we gotta heal this like now. So all the swelling goes in and it starts building that house, and all the construction workers are there, and it's a lot of pressure. And if we're not aiding them in building that house, if we're not aiding them in healing the tissue with lymphatic massage, getting them to flow properly, getting them to flow back into the bloodstream so they can be peed out, making sure that we're drinking a lot of water and hydrating so that tissue can heal, making sure our garments aren't causing any more damage and actually holding that containment space for your body to heal. If we're not doing all of that, your body's going to do what it normally does if you got attacked by a bear, which is try to heal itself. It's going to swell, and that swelling is going to stay there because it doesn't realize, oh, okay, we don't need this here. Oh, you actually meant to make a hole? And this is like the new thing. We have to tell it that that's the thing. So making sure your garments fit and all of that. Your body will make it into scar tissue if you are not taking care of it. Your body will do all the things it would normally do if you were attacked by a bear. It doesn't know that the trauma is localized. You know that the trauma is localized. Your body doesn't. So again, please, if you take anything away from my whole little riff here, please be more gentle with your body after surgery. Do not use hard, aggressive things. Do not be rubbing and digging into your lipo area, trying to rub it out and massage it out and go so hard. Your body is trying to do its job. We need to help it do its job and not set it back and not get in its way and not do aggressive, hard things to create more trauma. It's already had the trauma. Period. Localized or not, it's already had the trauma. It needs to do its healing thing, and we need to support it in doing its healing thing. Like I said, with manual lymphatic drainage, working directly with the system that is going to help heal the area, with proper garments to help aid that little containment bubble for our construction workers and make sure that it's not making this giant swelling bubble, and to make sure that we're staying hydrated so all those nutrients can flow to the area and we have really good circulation to help all of that. And then of course there's diet and all the other post-surgery things, making sure you're getting up and moving so that we are getting circulation and some little bit of movement to your lymphatic system. All of those things I talk about in my videos. But I wanted to address this because I talk about all those things in my videos. But why do we need to do all those things? Because your body doesn't know it wasn't attacked by a bear. So I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys need help specifically with your healing and you don't know if you're doing the right things to aid your body to heal soft the way that it's supposed to, give our office a call, 732-841-0142, and you can set up a virtual with me or an in-person post-op session if you're in New Jersey. But again, guys, be gentle with yourselves, please. Take care of your body as if it got attacked by a bear. Because again, we don't want that thing healing super hard. We want to heal normal. I know everybody's worried. Last thing I'm going to say, everybody's super worried about making sure they get the results. So then they try to use rollers and like all kinds of sculpty things and rub like crazy and do all this crazy stuff. Use machines to force your body to heal to get your results. You already had the surgery. The results are permanent. Your results are underneath everything that's on top, all the swelling, all the bruising. Your results are underneath all of that. The construction crew is building the house under here. We need to get all the debris from on top, all the swelling, all that other stuff off of your body so you can see the brand new house that those construction workers just built. So aiding the body in healing is what we need to do, because all of the results are already underneath there. Do the actual cleanup and recovery of the body. Don't try to force it to do some sort of sculpty thing to get your results. So guys, that's it. I hope this helped. Please, please, please be kind to yourselves after surgery. Be kind to your body. Recovery should feel good. It shouldn't be painful. Lymphatic drainage should feel good. It shouldn't feel painful. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. If you need post-op supplies, if you need the post-op cream for fibrosis to help start doing your gentle little thing and get rid of the fibrosis and get some circulation back to your skin that has been abused. If you need lipofoams to help cushion your garment and protect you so the garment doesn't crush you and cause more trauma. If you need soap, wound care, all the things in the post-op shop, if you click the link in our bio, you'll see all of the things there, all of the supplies in our post-op shop. You can get them directly from Instagram now. If you don't know what supplies you need or why you need them, right above the first product in our link in bio, there is a YouTube playlist with every single video for every single product, what it does, why to use it, how to use it, when to use it. So check that out. Post-op shop, Amare postopshop.com. Call Alex if you need to set up a virtual in our office. Call Alex 732-841-0142. And check out my other videos on the lymphatic system, on how it works, on all the other surgery topics. I think we have like 90 videos at this point. But that's all on our YouTube. The link for that is also in our bio. So a snippet of this will go up on Instagram on probably Friday. And the full video will be on our YouTube. So if you missed it, that's where it'll be. Alrighty guys, Ashley with Amare. Bye!